Let's get loud.
Let's get loud. I will say, I did watch a little bit when I was on vacation. I don't appreciate James putting a sticky note on my face.
Hey, wait, let's just get started this way. Hold on.
Beautiful face.
Hold on, let's get started. All is right with the world. My broadcast partner is back, and the Dodgers have like an 8-game lead in the National League West. So all is right with the world. Well, happy to have you back.
I'll tell you, my mom has been so mad at the Cubs.
Because they suck. And I don't know if this happened while you were away, but Pete Crow Armstrong, their center fielder, I think it happened right before you guys left. He got into a fight with this bride at the White Sox Cubs game, and then they went into a spiral after that. Lost 10 straight games. He's played.
It was like every day that my mom was checking the scores, and she was like, well, they lost again. Yep, they lost again.
Good thing she missed it all while she was in Portugal, right?
Yeah, she did come back, though, and went to the game on Monday. They also lost.
She went to Sunday night's game.
Did she go to?
Yeah, she posted pictures.
All my days are all messed up.
So she lost the Sunday night game to the Giants.
Yeah, so she went there with my sister, and the thing is,
so she took your sister?
Yeah, she got season tickets to the Cubs. She hasn't had problems selling the tickets, despite the fact that
no.
They're losers.
Look at that, I'm all crooked. The Cubs are a destination.
Yeah.
Like, I will go to a Cubs game at Wrigley Field because it's Wrigley Field. I've never been inside of Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
So it's kind of on a bucket list. So that's why it's like a smart investment.
Yeah. I feel like there's a couple of different ballparks. I feel like Fenway,
which
Wrigley.
you were near but didn't go because the weather was crap that day.
Which I'm glad that we didn't, to be honest.
Because I remember putting the game, I was at Sunday a couple weeks ago, and it was like raining sideways.
Yeah, and we were going to fly to the Azores that night, and so it's just not worth it. However, I did go, so for those of you that are not aware, I talked about it a little bit before I left, but I went to Boston for a couple of days. From Boston, Kevin's messing with his damn hat. From Boston, we flew to the Azores, went to São Miguel, and then from there we went to Lisbon, Portugal, and then Barcelona, Spain.
Barcelona.
And then,
they talk like Barcelona.
And then we went back to Montana. My youngest.
What was your favorite part of the European visit?
Let me give a shout out to my youngest sister, Bella.
Congrats, Bella.
She graduated.
You don't listen, but your dad does.
And so congratulations to her. Proud of her for that.
What's she going to do now?
She is now going to go to Northern in Montana. That's what they call it, Montana Northern. In Havre. She already is a CNA. She did like dual credits during high school.
Nice.
And was able to get her certification for that. And then she's going to become an RN. And then I think she wants to go for BSN, so nursing. And then my brother's going over to Missoula for business. So a lot of crazy, busy stuff happening.
So he's going to Montana State?
No, he's going to the University of Montana.
Okay.
Which is where I went to school.
So you're happy about that?
Go Grizz.
You're happy about that?
Screw the Cats. I could say something meaner, but not allowed on this program.
They'll hiss you.
So
favorite part?
This is what I was talking about. This is my trip. I know you're probably cringing at my selfie thing. I will say during this, let me see if I can turn it up. It went back. They clap when they land in the Azores because it's such a crazy flight. It wasn't too bad, but these are some of the sights that we saw. There was just a hot springs. Look at this peacock. Wild peacock
NBC.
opened up for us. This is the lake in Furnish. And then there was all of these beautiful waterfalls. São Miguel was my favorite part of the trip. It was very serene. We went on hikes, usually like 3 a day.
How was the weather?
The weather was cold for my liking, like high 60s, low 70s.
Is it like that all the time there, or does it get warm?
Yeah, but it's so humid. My skin was great. Even like going, this is a tea plantation, so that's the tea there. All of this is all tea. Can you believe that?
Damn.
Crazy.
And so these people left there to come to the Central Valley.
Yeah, I talked to them about it. So I have a cousin there. We went to his bar, and apparently has the best beer on the island. It's some way that they like pour it or something, the draft. This is an area with all these waterfalls that we went to. It's so lush.
Looks gorgeous.
But they said that, they think it's a better life. than people that have gone to, America
Yeah,
or Canada.
I take it. I'd rather be in Tulare on a damn dairy farm than have any of this around. Yeah, no, smelling cow gas.
It smells like sulfur. This is a hike. This is food that was cooked in the volcano. And so, not the beans, but, here's over to Lisbon. The thing about it is Lisbon was very busy. Barcelona was very busy. It was very serene on the island. They were partying till like 1:30 in the morning.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. They called him. Some people were calling him the GOAT. He was like a DJ, I guess. I don't know. Which don't get my stepdad started on DJs. He has the same feeling as you. This was like a little place that we could go and eat like sweet tarts. It's famous. My cousin was saying you have to go. I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. Pastel of something. You have to go there in Lisbon.
Pasteleria?
No. Otherwise, it's like going to Rome and not seeing the Pope. That's what she kept on saying. You got to do this, or it's like going to Rome and not seeing the Pope. This is special music.
So you're at dinner and they're just...
So it's called fado music, and so it's like traditional Portuguese music, and it's like a show while you're having dinner, and they have it in these special rooms. So there's the ships, parts of the ships that they actually installed inside to help with the sound waves.
Wait a minute, you're in Sagrada Familia and some loser 49er fan has their hat on backwards.
I couldn't believe how many tourists, and this is the flamenco dancing that we went to in Barcelona. It was cool to see this. Oh, back to the top. Anyways, but it was cool. In the fado music, back to that, they have like the oars, and it helps with the acoustics so that the sound waves don't echo, but they actually bounce apart and
reverberate.
Which is cool. This was a local church in the Azores that a guy built. He prayed and said that he would build the church if his wife recovered from an illness. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Their tombs are inside. But back to the original debate, which I was talking about, is the question was like, do you guys like living here? And yes, for the most part. The problem is that it is very like rural, right? So like if you're going to the grocery store, you probably live within like 5 minutes. Like most people live, work, pleasure within 5 minutes. They're not really going around to a whole bunch of places, and there's not as much opportunity. But look at these views that you have every single day. And then I didn't realize that the Azores were formed over a series of different volcanoes. So they're volcano islands, but like where we went in São Miguel, it's 4 different volcanoes that went off to create different parts of the island, which eventually formed the full island. And we went on a tour, and they were talking about how the first people that were sent to the Azores were like banished from Portugal. And so they were kind of like the people that the king didn't want.
Yeah.
And so they got sent off to São Miguel or, the different islands. And it was literally ash because it was from the volcanoes going off. And they were like, well, figure it out. And so the whole thing is like resiliency. And you see like a lot of religious signs, tiles. And that's because they literally were kind of scared that they were going to die. But it smells like sulfur. I will say, most of the island smells like rotten eggs, so you kind of got to get over that a little bit.
Well, rotten eggs, cows, same difference, right? So they got the smell down already.
But the what was incredible about it is we went to the hot springs, and there's a whole bunch of different hot pools, and my psoriasis went away. And they say that all the water from the thermal pools is like medicine, pretty much. And so there's even certain fountains that you can drink from, and they believe that it's like their pharmacy. But I did interviews, different stuff like that. Met 3 different cousins.
Gonna put together a little something, right?
I'm gonna put together different stories about it.
So
I'm gonna definitely have it on my YouTube.
Stay tuned.
But hopefully I can also have it on the show as well, because I thought it was neat. And Sagrada Familia, the Pope actually visiting this week, so that was kind of crazy that I was there right before the Pope it was going to be there. So that's kind of crazy.
Go Pope Leo!
And I came just in time for my 30th birthday, which is next week, but also for this frickin' heat wave. So welcome back, Mederios. And
this is officially the start of summer with Kevi Kev, because I rolled in Friday. It was supposed to be 100 Friday. It only got up to 97. Ooh. But I said, screw it. And I went full in. That's the DOC, by the way. Took my shoes off and then just inaugurated the pool for the summer.
Not the Department of Corrections.
Boom. No, that's CDRC. And there we were, first Cannonball really of the year. So summer has officially started.
Well, I will say my dad and brother are coming next week. I think they're going to be struggling. Right now, it looks like it's going to be high 90s, but who knows what's going to happen. I guess we'll see.
Hey, by the way, Fresno Falcons had their inaugural draft yesterday, the expansion draft. Got a couple guys from Montana coming, so.
Well, actually, Montana's pretty. I don't know if I ever told you this. I'm not sure I ever did. So my mom does fitness boxing, and so when I was in high school, we had a couple of friends. They're the Endies. That's their last name, but they were hockey players, hockey family, and so we actually helped get them into shape conditioning wise by doing boxing classes with them. And I can hold mitts. So my mom and I and all these like guy hockey players, which I guess we were teaching them also how to fight, which I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, you got to know how to throw when you're playing hockey.
I know, seriously. But yeah, I'll have to look at that. It is pretty big hockey in Montana just because it's so close to Canada.
Yeah, you know what's funny too is that there's actually really good hockey program. You know, University of Denver in Colorado is one of the top hockey programs in the country.
I could kind of see that because it's in the Rocky Mountain region.
And you get people from all over the Midwest, and then folks from Montana, and of course the Canadians.
I wouldn't call.
I didn't say it was part of the Midwest. I said they get folks from all over the Midwest.
Okay.
I did not say Colorado or Montana or in the Midwest.
Okay, well, let's move on. Speaking about something that will get you fired up, Brandon Aiyuk just continues to go after the 49ers after that huge contract, and then him going like
what a bust this guy is.
What a completely nutso rant he went on. Apparently, he started saying on social media things like the 49ers are little ass boys who need to stop running from the bill. Aiyuk's most recent post took a shot at San Francisco over his contract. He went on to say, and another thing, you want to know why they really mad? They mad because they stupid. They dumb. They paid me $50 million in 8 months and then voided my guarantees for 2027, and I'm about to be on a new team in 2027. They mad at themselves for real. They acting like they mad at me, but they stupid ass mad at themselves.
Well, I read in The Athletic that his contract isn't up until 2027. So he's putting up faulty news.
Well,
and he's on a list.
It went on to say, so Aiyuk made his first public comment since the team placed him on the reserve left team list on December 13th, which means that, Aiyuk has not played since week 7 of the 2024 season. He had a torn ACL. He was on hold during training camp before he signed the 4-year, $120 million extension. So that San Francisco voided the guaranteed money owed to Aiyuk, but it was for 2026, not 2027. He's technically under contract with the 49ers through the 2028 season. I don't know. Could he go? I don't think he's going to go to another team. I don't know what he's talking about.
And he's from Reno.
He thinks that he's going to be able to go on another team? Do you think
he wants to go play with Jaden Daniels we played with in college. He came out in like Commanders like gear or whatever. Yeah, it's
I mean, does anybody want to take on that liability? Didn't you see he was like going like 100 miles an hour and going past the stadium during the regular season when the 49ers really actually needed him? So, I don't know.
He must have been doing it not on a game day because you can't get around there more than 5 miles an hour during a game day.
He was like going crazy, and it was like, no, in the middle of the game. It was in the middle of the game. It was wild. Okay, I got a new study for you, Kevi Kev.
Before we get to that, we got to talk about another B person.
Okay.
Brendan Sorsby, who's the college quarterback at Texas Tech, who was basically kicked out of the NCAA because this guy has a gambling problem. He gambled over $90,000, including betting on his own team while he was the quarterback. Well, a Texas judge served an injunction that says, nope, can't get rid of him, and he's slated to start this year for Texas Tech, and everybody is throwing a fit. Like, there's talk of teams not playing Texas Tech this year, even in their own conference.
Because of this betting scandal.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you bet on yourself. How can you get an injunction to get a year of eligibility to be out there and play?
Yeah.
I mean, we are out of control with this gambling stuff.
It is crazy. Well, actually, I'm going to pull an audible, and I'm going to say, let's take a break.
You mean a timeout?
Yeah.
Immediate timeout on the court.
Which it sounds like fans are pretty sour over that. Well, let's talk about some sourdough bread that literally rose from the dead, what that means after the break.
I don't even want to know. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Okay, first of all, this next story is disgusting in my mind.
So let's bring it up.
Let's bring it up. I heard about this the other day, and I was like, this is something that we need to talk about. First of all, do you remember in COVID times when everybody was making sourdough bread, and it was like all this conversation about this sourdough starter? Well, apparently when you make it, did you know that you can like have it indefinitely? Like, it doesn't even have to, once you create it, it's just in your fridge, and as long as you feed the sourdough bread starter, you can just keep on making stuff from it forever. Yep. That's kind of nasty, don't you think?
And call it sourdough for nothing.
I don't know. That just grosses me out. Well, how about this? This is insane.
Okay.
Scientists in Italy discovered 4 yeasts that can survive sub-zero temperatures in the guts and skin of an over 5,000-year-old mummy. And what did? They made sourdough bread from it, okay? They literally took the yeast from the mummy, created a starter, and they made bread from it. It was first discovered, this mummy, in 1991 in the northern Italian region, and has since kept the same temperature, -6 degrees, allowing scientists to study the mummy. And so they are actually thinking about making more bread from it. They said it tasted yummy. And they are also
yummy bread from the mummy.
Also thinking about maybe creating a beer.
No, that's disgusting.
Don't you think this is gross?
Look at those dudes.
Like, also, shouldn't they be studying the mummy instead of like, oh yeah.
Well, think of this. This poor dude or dude, I don't know, dies like 5,000 years ago, and now they're making bread from him or her. My goodness.
Would you try it?
No.
Me either.
Nope.
Me either.
Not even the beer.
I think it's so disgusting.
It is. And look at him giving him a nice little pat on the head. Good job, Verdicio, or whatever your name is.
At least he's Italian. It must be good bread.
Could you imagine that's a position you're in for 5,000 years?
But where did the yeast come from is the real question. Like, how did it survive? One of the camera ops was like, are we sure it's not a woman?
Good point.
From something that's not so yummy to something I want in my tummy. Oreos. Okay. Brown sugar pancake.
BTS Army's all over this one.
Flavor cream limited edition Oreos, okay? So, BTS poured their love for fans outside of their Oreo cookies as the band celebrates the 13th anniversary limited edition Oreo and BTS cookies featuring 13 unique embossments. I don't know what that means.
And I'm going to tell you what, a news anchor in Texas got into a lot of trouble.
Why?
Because they were talking about this, and he said something not very nice about BTS.
Oh, and so
about those embossments. If you put them all together, they spell something. And I don't want to get in trouble. I'll just tell you off air.
No,
but it was not nice.
I don't want to get in trouble.
It was not nice. And it was racist. And I cannot believe.
Oh God, that's crazy.
I cannot believe that somebody, I can maybe in Texas, gets this from an Oreo.
They can put them together and it creates a letter to the fans.
Yes, it can.
The biggest love BTS Army, our universe BTS Army, our happiest BTS Army, our biggest voice. Wow, that's kind of cool.
I would eat a BTS Oreo.
I would try this.
Especially
why not?
if I was
well,
hungry.
They are on sale now. So
And you can get them here because our favorite BTS Army member, Tammy Johnson, has brought some to our house.
You tried them?
I have not brought. She brought them home to her house.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I thought you said that.
If I tried them, I'd tell you.
I'm sure these are selling like fast.
Dynamite.
Because BTS, man, just always takes over. It's crazy. I just can't believe it. But
what's their other song? I bet you they use a lot of sugar.
I thought you didn't like Swim.
No, I'm going old school.
Oh.
Sugar. Bet you they use a lot of sugar in the BTS.
That makes me think of Sugar. Yes, please. Adam Levine. That's what Sugar makes me think of. Sorry. Don't you like that song or no? Not really?
I'm done with Maroon 5 for a while. Just overexposure.
Whatever. Okay. Well, new research says that Gen Alpha kids under 16 are controlling their parents' spending habits.
Is that where we're at now, Gen Alpha?
Yeah.
They taking over from the Gen Zers?
Yeah. Gen Alpha. There might be Gen Omega or something after that. I'm not sure. But anyways, the marketing firm DKC surveyed 1,000 parents of Gen Alpha kids. They found 90% of parents have changed their consumer behavior because of their child's preferences.
Yeah, it usually works that way with parents.
The report also found that Gen Alpha kids are used to making purchasing decisions on their own since they grew up with devices preloaded with their parents' payment information. A separate survey found 97% of kids ages 7 to 14 buy things independently, at least some of the time. I think that's ridiculous. But
well, if they're keeping control of their own money, if it's their parents,
it's their parents.
Well, then they're going to be. They're not learning any financial literacy.
No, they're not. They're especially on a plastic card. Here you go. Ding, 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 ding. Price.
Tap your life away.
I know, seriously. Okay, well, this week, the Visalia Rawhide did the Belle of the Ballpark. I thought this was hilarious. And so it was a beauty pageant, but grandma style, okay?
All right.
They had local women aged 65 and older that went out and they did different categories like Yo Mama jokes, runway walks, and then the fans voted for the best one and then they got a crowd. I think this is so hilarious. I think they should bring this to all the minor league ballparks.
You listen to Fresno Grizzlies?
Yeah, seriously.
The ball. But they don't want to straight up copy. The Grizzlies are good at doing their own stuff.
That's true. That's true.
Just an idea. Maybe Belle of the Ball with little kids or something.
We should do like something like that on the morning show. That would be fun. Bring on local viewers.
That can go wrong.
Oh, yeah, seriously. But because of this, it made me think of, have you ever seen the show Yo Mama?
Is that like a kind of a disc show?
Yeah, it used to be on MTV. It's probably not as PC as it used to be, like at the time.
Right, you could get away with a lot more.
You could get away with a lot more, so it's probably not considered.
Your mama's so big.
But I did come with some jokes. Hopefully these jokes don't get me in trouble. Yo mama's so stupid, she tried to alphabetize a bag of M&Ms.
Your mama's so big, she got a moon orbiting around her.
Yo mama's so stupid, she brought a spoon to the Super Bowl.
That one's stupid. That's a dumb joke.
Yo mama's so stupid, she climbed over a glass wall just to see what was on the other side.
They also go into fat jokes too. Your mama's so fat that...
I know. I didn't do those because I thought I might get in trouble.
Yeah, no, I mean...
Yo mama's so stupid, she thought a quarterback was a refund. Yo mama's so old, her birth certificate is written in Roman numerals.
Sanskrit. Your mama's so old, written in stone.
Yo mama was so stupid, she thought Iron Man was someone who ironed clothes.
They're not even good jokes either. It's not even good.
I personally think they're kind of funny. I thought that was a great. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to find out what the Yo Mama jokes were from the Bells of the Ball. You know what is a joke? That there's not more Drake on the Hot 100, right, Kevi?
Joke is a joke. Drake is a joke. Joke is a joke. Drake is a joke. All right, Hot 100. First, let's start off. Drake, his first week, didn't even have all the top 10 spots.
Okay, he had all but one.
Yeah, and you know who had the top 12 spots when their album was released?
Yeah, I already heard Taylor Swift.
Yeah, okay, look, Drake bounced out of the top spot by everyone's favorite witch, Ariana Grande.
I know, her new album's coming out in July.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that she's on tour already. She was at SoFi.
Pedal. It's called Pedal. That's her new album.
Just keep him busy.
Well, she hasn't come out with songs in a long time. I think it's been like 6 years or something.
Well, not including the soundtrack stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying like she took a while off of music. So, okay, number 2, Ella Langley. Man, this girl's blowing up. She's in Texas. Number 3.
Janice
Teach me,
STFU.
baby. Da, 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 da. You want me to sing the whole thing?
No, we're good. Drake at number 3, dropping out of the top spot. Ella Langley has another song at 4. Bruno Mars, he's hanging around with I Just Might at 5. Olivia Dean, back-to-back hits.
Yep.
Drake again with Shebang.
Shebang.
Ella Langley and Morgan Wallen at number 9.
All of my ops, they did.
And Dracula by Tame Impala. Look at this. You have like 4 artists responsible for
I know, that's
almost
pretty crazy.
90% of the chart.
I will say, so this Janice STFU did cause Jay-Z to go on like a major rant. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I did.
He was
Jay-Z
going
should
off
just...
of everyone. It was so funny. They took a clip from him from a couple years ago that's like, I don't think that rap needs to have diss tracks anymore. I think that we should all move on from the hating on one of each other.
He got name checked
and then
and
he
didn't like it.
Spiraling, okay? He went off. And everybody was like, bro, chill.
Chill.
Chill. Which, by the way, I there's a new word. We're going to talk about it next week. Chud. So think about what you think chud means. But I got called a chud by my sister. Okay.
There he is, Drake. 2 albums in the top 10. Yep. 1 at 1 and 1 at 10. Iceman, 3 weeks number 1 for the
I know, which I think is the most since a while for him. So
yeah, Dandelion by Ella Langley was at the top spot before Drake showed up. Morgan Wallen is the problem, and he's got 2 albums in the top 10. He's at number 3 and at number 8. Noah Khan still hanging around, number 4. Paul McCartney debuts in number 5.
He has
not bad for an 83-year-old. New album out.
Okay.
Boys of Dungeon Lane. Michael Jackson at 6 and 7. Another Morgan Wallen, number 8. And Aespa, Lemonade.
Taking the same name as Beyonce's album? That's weird.
I don't even know what they are. Aespa. Let's go
we'll
look them up.
We'll have to look them up. And then Habiti at number 10. Real quick, and then we got to go. I thought it was crazy. There was like a new statistic that came out that like Michael Jackson has the most, I think, albums and hits to hit in the 100 and 200 in multiple decades.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
There you go. Guess what Aespa is?
K-pop.
Yep. K-pop.
Good guess. All right. Great to be back with you, Kevi Kev.
Great to have you back. Next week is going to be a special episode. It's going to be a 50th episode. It's going to be a celebration of a year on air here on CBS 47 KC24 Plus. Can't even see it. There you go.
Let's go.
And it's going to be Mederios' birthday, celebrating her 30th anniversary of being a human being. All sorts of fun stuff next week.
Fabulous 50, dirty 30.
So tune in for the Chud herself. Herself.
We'll be right back next week. See you later. Let's get loud.